Samantha Chonsky is still afraid to go to the basement of her home alone.
It was scary.
Samantha breaks down when she remembers what a cyber sex monster did to her down there when she was barely a teenager.
He wanted me to basically strip down and do things that 13-year-old girls don't even think people, do.
Samantha would become one of the many thousands of teen victims of an insidious digital age crime that still haunts her today.
He pretty much could have ruined my entire life.
The FBI has a special name for what happened to Samantha: Sextortion.
Compilation of the two words sex and extortion.
Despicable cyber sex predators tricking girls as young as 11 into sending them lewd pictures or video, then using it to blackmail the naive kids for more, increasingly explicit images.
The last thing they want are pictures of them naked or even topless being distributed amongst their school friends and peer groups.
Sextortion has cut a trail of tears and terror across the country, shattering young lives in towns and cities from New York to San Francisco and Minneapolis to Jacksonville.
Each of them has suffered harm, and incalculable harm. Each of them has to deal with the fact that their images are on the internet.
And sextortion has triggered an internet crime wave of epidemic proportions, overwhelming law enforcement with an estimated 7,000 cases a year and rising. And statistics show there are 50,000 child predators online at any given moment.
They have to turn cases away. They don't have enough people to handle all of the child predator cases that are out there.
Many of the cyber sex predators pose as teenage boys looking for a girlfriend, but not always. In Baton Rouge, Louisiana, 25-year-old Matthew Walker has pled not guilty to 11 felony charges after allegedly pretending to be a teenage girl to get young female victims, one of them just 11, to send him nude pictures on the app Kik. In Milwaukee, Wisconsin, our affiliate station WITI told this story of a teen identified only as Molly who sent explicit pictures to someone she thought was a prospective girlfriend. Only to learn her sextortionist was a 17-year-old male named Cameron Wiley.
I hope that one day he realizes just how scary he was in that situation.
And in San Diego, affiliate station KSWB reported that Michael Rosales is facing extortion and rape charges after luring his victims by telling them he worked for a modelling agency.
While posing as a photographer, he solicited women to have nude photographs made of them. Then he used those photographs to extort money and sexual acts from those women.
But the biggest and most serious case so far was prosecuted in Jacksonville, Florida. It involved hundreds of kids in dozens of states and 2 foreign countries.
We believe there's about 350 victims out there, all young girls.
And Samantha Chonsky was one of them.
He did hurt me emotionally, and it's still there.
Samantha, now 21, was only 13 at the time, sitting at her computer late one night at her Philadelphia home.
I was in my basement and I was checking my MySpace.
Suddenly, a message pops up on the screen from a faceless stranger who tells Samantha he has a topless photo of her and one of her friends.
Naive little girls flashing their breast out of, maybe 2 seconds.
The 2 teens had unwittingly sent the image to the predator on the internet more than 6 months earlier, thinking he was a teenage boy.
We were just hanging out, playing on the webcam. Didn't think anything of it.
But now the cyber sex monster is using the picture to blackmail Samantha into stripping and performing sex acts in front of her webcam.
He was ready to send that picture out if I didn't do what he told me to do.
She is so afraid of the topless photo getting out, she agrees to his demands.
I complied with everything that he did so my life wouldn't get ruined.
Samantha can only hope nobody finds out.
I didn't tell my mom, I didn't tell my dad, I didn't tell my friends, I didn't tell my friend that the guy had a picture of us. I didn't say anything. I just didn't want anybody to know.
And for nearly 3 years, they don't. Then, one day,
The FBI's at my house, and I thought I did something wrong. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to jail, what did I do?
but the one getting locked up is her tormentor, Michael Chancellor, a 26-year-old pharmacy student the FBI has arrested in Jacksonville, Florida.
I'm like, wow. Whoa. Oh my God. And I immediately broke down in tears.
That's when Samantha learned she was just one of 350 young girls between the ages of 13 and 16 Chancellor victimised.
Chancellor was extorting these young girls to provide more sexually explicit images and videos for his personal use.
The FBI recovered 2 hard drives he had containing 80,000 images of minors, including Samantha, and Chancellor had already distributed many of them to pedophile sites on the internet.
I can't believe they saw these pictures of me. Oh my God.
Samantha was the first witness to testify against Chancellor at his trial, where he was convicted of 9 counts of production of child pornography. He was sentenced to 105 years without parole in federal prison.
I feel like justice was definitely served. I definitely feel like I've done something right by testifying and speaking out and reaching out to other people.
To warn other young girls, there really are dangerous monsters out there in cyberspace.
The internet is a big, scary place, and you never know who is watching. Don't do anything that you wouldn't want your parents to see or know about.